Now on CoastTV News.
New information from police on the high-speed chase in Bethany Beach that led to part of Route 1 closing down on Thursday.
We're one day closer to the Delaware primary, a deep dive into the Sussex County Council District 2 race.
A $3 million project on the line for Ocean City, potential improvements to the convention center and how they could transform the town experience.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
DelDOT crash reaction, what the department tells CoastTV about Route 1 in Bethany Beach. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis. Madeline Overturf has the night off.
And I'm Matt Pensick in for Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. And Christina, we begin with
a police chase resulting in a head-on accident. This happening on Route 1 in Bethany Beach Thursday morning.
Yeah, CoastTV News reporter Brandon Ferguson was in Bethany Beach today, and he spoke with people about Route 1 safety.
Route 1 still marked from a scary head-on accident yesterday. Delaware State Police say the red Honda was running away from police when it launched across lanes into oncoming traffic. People who live in Bethany, like Bob Lindis, say,
"Terrible, because a lot of my neighbors walk and ride a bike. It's just too dangerous to go out there."
Delaware State Police say the driver of the Honda will face charges, but the investigation is still ongoing. Diane Murphy was in a business where the accident happened right outside.
As you can see from this accident, it was literally right next to the deck. So it is precarious.
There's still debris from this accident on the side of Route 1. There's parts of the car here, there's glass all over my feet, and DelDOT tells CoastTV there's no plans right now to put a median between north and southbound here on Route 1. In Bethany Beach, Brandon Ferguson, CoastTV News.
And this brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know what safety improvement would reduce highway crashes the most. Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour.
And so far, 79% of you say more police patrols. That is what you think would reduce highway crashes there. 13% saying more guardrails. Then we also have a couple people voting for better lighting and also stricter speed limits. If you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or our mobile app, and we will show you updated results on CoastTV News at 11.
We will.
Happening now, a joint effort by law enforcement agencies in Delaware. This is to prevent driving under the influence. It's in the form of checkpoints. For the first time in 5 years, the Delaware Office of Highway Safety and State Police are teaming up as summer comes to a close. There's a checkpoint today, actually, in Milford, and law enforcement say they will be looking for signs of impairment in order to get those drivers off the road. Ocean City Convention Center may be seeing some upgrades, but that doesn't come without a price tag. The Ocean City Council will discuss Monday whether or not they should go through with renovation plans to the center. The cost, $3 million. Money would go towards a new generator and small improvements, but most of it is tabbed for the replacement of the roof. The town would use general obligation bonds of fiscal year 2025 to cover the cost of the project. And one yearly vacationer there is all in on the idea.
Anytime you do a roof on any building, it adds value, and it's there for safety, stops leaks and that kind of stuff from, different weather events, rain, snow, so forth.
If the Ocean City Council decides to approve the project, then the first reading of the bond ordinance will take place on September 16th.
And speaking of Ocean City, we're going to take a live look into the town now. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams joins us now with a look at the weather. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Christina. And overall, we're still seeing it staying a little bit on the cloudy side, becoming a little bit muggy. You can just feel the moisture content rising in the atmosphere, setting us up for that chance of a soggy situation on Saturday. I say that 3 times, soggy situation Saturday. So in Lewis, courtesy of our Irish Eyes camera, we're at 74 degrees, dew point temperature of 68. Now we're going to drop down to 69 by 9 o'clock, 60, and stay there at about 10 o'clock with partly cloudy skies. Right now we are riding the wave of a mixture of cloud cover and sunshine, and it's still kind of pleasant, to be honest. We're watching out for a sprinkle or two this morning, and that happened for a couple of folks. But generally speaking, it's just going to stay kind of gloomy looking and feeling for today. Saturday is when that rain is actually supposed to kick kick in for us. Now, we have a cold front that's approaching us from the northwest, and just ahead of this front, we're having some active thunderstorm cells. That's that little red that you see right there. That's what's going to begin to sweep in our direction. But it's going to take a sweet time to mosey its way towards us, and it's going to mosey through probably on Saturday. Coming up, I'm going to give the exact timing of that moseying along that the rain will do. Until then, back to you, Christina.
Paul, thank you. Well, a proposal plan for a Royal Farms on Angola Road and Route 24 has been withdrawn. DelDOT says it was just a proposal plan to start building, and they had not conducted a traffic study on the impact the new gas station would have had. Now, Doc Gaston lives in Lewis, and he's not mad about this. He says there are already way too many gas stations in the area.
There's 3 up the road by past Baywood. Then you got the 2 on Coastal Highway. I think we're more than enough that's here. I don't see a need for it. I mean, unless there's enough competition as it is. I just think there's other things that are more important than gas stations, you know?
And there's no information on what could potentially replace Royal Farms in that location.
Early voting in Delaware ends on Sunday, and after today, primary election date, it's only 4 days away. And as you first saw on our website, one of the races we are focusing on is Sussex County Council District 2. Coast TV's Zakia Jennings shows us how campaign contributions have become an issue.
As you zoom into District 2 in Sussex County, you realize it is a race that could shake up the Sussex County Council. Incumbent Cindy Green, attempting to win a second term, is being challenged by Steve McCarron. While both pride themselves on being candidates with conservative values, during the campaign, McCarron has attempted to link Green to a political action committee advocating for housing developments.
It's concerning when one group or one political action committee invests so much in one candidate in one portion of the county.
It's how you finance your campaigns. It's all legal, whether I do it or whether they do it. It is campaign finance and is regulated, and we all turn our reports in.
It's part of an ongoing issue in District 2, finding that balance between development and agriculture.
So we want to make sure that the farmers can farm here and that they can continue to be sustainable. But we want to make sure that when the development comes this way, that we're better prepared and we have safety as a number one issue. Can the roads handle that much traffic? Is there a shoulder?
I've seen both sides. I've seen the challenges and the demands of the poultry industry, but then also work firsthand with the men and women that make up the farming community. We need to make sure we have a viable infrastructure for our farming community to continue to thrive.
With the unknown of a property assessment looming, both have similar approaches to paying for the services run by the county.
Nobody knows what the future will hold. Nobody knows what the future demands will be. At this time, I don't see a need for tax increases.
So I'm not going to vote for a tax increase. We have sufficient funds in our budget that if there is something that was to come up that we would need more funding, we would be able to find the funding.
As they promise to limit how much people in the district pay in taxes, the question for voters, will the different ways candidates receive campaign money influence their decision at the polls? In Sussex County, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
And to take a look at the campaign finance reports for both candidates, you can find that on CoastTV.com.
In Ocean City, history will keep its home in what is now a new museum, a building once known as the Bank of Ocean City. Today, it celebrated its official opening as the Ocean City Museum Society and the town of Ocean City cut the ribbons. Joseph Kurtz, who managed the construction of the museum, says this project defines Ocean City as a community.
Throughout my career in engineering and construction management, I built shopping centers and houses and things like that, and it was all fine. But this is something that everybody can use and everybody can be part of. In fact, it was a community effort.
The museum will feature history about the bank, artifacts that were found in the building, and a display of restaurants and hotels in Ocean City.
Happening tonight, Ocean City will commemorate the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 terror attacks. We have some video of crews setting up the twin remembrance beams of light. The official lighting ceremony begins at 8 p.m. And the beams will shine until September 12th. Some visitors saw the beams being tested over the weekend, and the ceremony will be held at the Firefighters Memorial on the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Well, we're just getting started.
Yeah, Milton has been coming up with some unique slogans, hoping to adopt a tagline of its own, and we'll share the different choices and the goal of this project.
We're tracking showers for Saturday, and the cold front pushes through. Let's take a look at what we expect over the next 3 days. Listen, look, we're looking for it to stay a bit on the sunny side initially, but then it's going to start getting really cloudy really quickly. Your full forecast coming up.
Art lovers, chocolate lovers, and pet lovers, there's something for everyone this weekend.
There's no issue where politicians, Republicans and Democrats, have failed more than immigration. A crisis at the southern border, drugs flooding our communities. We need leaders who reject toxic politics and get stuff done. Larry Hogan knows how to get results. In the Senate, Hogan will be the key independent swing vote to secure our border and fix the broken immigration system. He's a proven leader. Larry Hogan for Maryland.
I'm Larry Hogan, and I approve this message.
Harrington Raceway and Casino and Bet Rivers have come together to give you Delaware's must-play online casino and sportsbook, featuring hundreds of exciting slots and table games. Plus, with non-stop sports betting action, you'll know you're where winners play. Sign up now and we'll cover 24 hours of casino losses up to $250. Or get a second chance sports bet up to $250. Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino. It's where winners play. Download the app today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Whether you are craving chocolate, hunting for art, or looking for a new pet like that, there are plenty of events and activities to be part of. It is time to lock in your weekend plans, and Christina has your cool things to do.
From sweet treats to cultural beats, there's plenty to do this weekend. Check out all that makes Delmarva a great place to live at the Shore Living Expo on Saturday. The event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva. It's from 10 to 4 at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. And satisfy your sweet tooth and taste some homemade chocolate in Cape Henlopen State Park from 1 to 4 Saturday. Proceeds benefit the Friends of Cape Henlopen and nature programs for students. Looking for a new furry family member? Brandywine Valley SPCA is waiving adoption fees at all of its locations for the annual Clear the Shelters event. Celebrate history and culture at the annual Nanacoke Indian Powwow on Saturday and Sunday in Milton. The 2-day event will include traditional music, dance, and Native American crafts and food. And hit the Bethany Beach Boardwalk Saturday for the annual Arts Festival. More than 100 artists will be showcasing and selling their art from 10 to 5. For event schedules, tickets, and more, go to our website and click on the Cool Things to Do tab.
Here's a quick look at your next 3 days with our forecast. We're looking for 79 and scattered showers on Saturday, sunshine on Sunday and Monday with temperatures in the 70s. Your full forecast coming right up.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Governor Carney trusts Bethany Hall Long to be our next governor. As Lieutenant Governor, Bethany fought to protect abortion rights, passed an assault weapons ban, and made historic investments in education to improve our schools. That's why she's been endorsed by the Delaware Democratic Party. And why Governor Carney said Bethany has the right experience to be our next governor and the vision to build a bright future for all Delawareans. On September 10th, vote Bethany Hall Long for governor.
Some people will stop at nothing to get your stuff. Get solid security and protect yourself from theft, fire, and accidents with American-made Rhino at Southern States in Milford. Experience peace of mind with financing available when you buy local from the only Rhino dealer on Delmarva. They'll deliver and set it up for you too. Ask about Rhino's Thank You for Your Service rebate program. Protect your stuff with Rhino. Everything else is just storage. Securing Delmarva one safe at a time. Southern States of Milford.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
Delaware needs campaign finance reform like HB 292. So why is Bethany Hall Long silent? Maybe because she broke the law. An investigation by a former FBI chief confirms Hall Long paid herself nearly $300,000 from her campaign, then falsified records and lied about doing an audit. Tell Bethany Hall Long to support campaign finance reform bill HB 292. Paid for by Change Can't Wait PAC. Learn more about Change Can't Wait PAC at elections.delaware.gov.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Well, as I'm talking with Christina and my best friend Matt throughout the entire commercial break, everybody's kind of a little bit down on Saturday, but I say cheer up. We were going to follow Saturday's rain with a good deal of sunshine on Sunday. So we're not going to take away your whole weekend, just a smidgen of Saturday, okay? Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, holding at 71 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, will slip into the upper 60s by 10 o'clock with partly to mostly cloudy skies. Now, we're going to slowly roll our way towards that chance of rain in the forecast. You see, we start off with this. Temperatures in the 70s for the most part, lower 70s along the shore, upper 70s inland with the one exception of Redden, which is coming in at about 81 degrees. But take a look at the moisture content in the atmosphere. When we're in the 60s, okay, that means the moisture content in the atmosphere is kind of like a sponge with a lot of water in it that's just waiting to be touched just a little bit so it can throw out a little bit of water. Well, that's kind of what happens when the dew point temperature reaches 65 or above, because that means we're set up perfectly for a chance of rain, especially with a cold front pushing through. Rip currents concerns along the Sussex County coast from Lewis all the way down towards Ocean View. Now, that's going to be active until 8 o'clock for tonight. Now, we still have concerns for gusty winds and deteriorating conditions along the shore all the way down towards Chincoteague. So we have an active beach hazard statement for Accomack, Northampton, and Worcester that also stays in effect until 8 o'clock. In addition to that, let's be mindful of how breezy it's going to be throughout the Chesapeake Bay as well as along the Delmarva shore, watching out for 25-mile-per-hour winds at least until Saturday morning. Live radar showing we have a smidgen of rain that's developing right here near Salisbury, but it's light and brief for now. The real rain, the real rain's coming in with this cold front, because just ahead of that cold front, we have the atmosphere being agitated to the point where isolated thunderstorms are just pluming and blooming very quickly with the movement of that front. We got up to 80 degrees, which is only 2 away from the normal high for this time of the year. But for the next few hours, we're just going to see increasing accumulation of moisture as the temperature slowly settles into the mid-60s. Not dropping dramatically because the cloud cover will help to allow whatever heat we have along the surface to radiate back into the atmosphere. And the cloud cover is acting as a cover to keep us a little bit snugly before that heat escapes and makes it really cold again. So, just recapping, more moisture, becoming a bit damp, maybe a stray shower, 65 degrees for tonight. Keep in mind, we have the shore living for tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Wacomico. So you'll be able to enjoy the Shore Living Expo, even when it starts to rain at 1 o'clock, because, hey, it's inside. You'll still be able to enjoy yourself. Now, for our highs tomorrow, temperatures will be in the 80s throughout Sussex, near 80 for us over towards Cambridge, and near 80 for us to the south of our immediate area, as this begins to push through rather rapidly for us on Saturday, as we watch out for hit and miss spot showers to continue to kind of flare up in our neck of the woods. And then we have high pressure that's going to settle in for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we're going to have a pattern of clearing skies that will occur for us throughout the area. Please keep in mind, we're looking for Saturday rain along the entire shore, but it's Sunday and Monday where we will salvage our entire weekend. Finally, Here's a look at our expectations for tonight: 65, followed by 79 and 73 on Sunday. And the extended forecast is looking promising for next week.
Thank you, Paul. Certain towns and cities on Delmarva are known for their unique slogans, like Lewis, first town in the first state. Now Milton is hoping to adopt a tagline of its own. Town officials hope that this will create more appealing image of the community and bring in visitors. The town is currently trying to decide between the phrase walkable, livable, unforgettable, or charming, welcoming, thriving. Milton says the decision between the two phrases will be discussed, possibly voted on at Monday's town council meeting.
Well, all eyes are on the Eagles' unique season opener tonight. The Philadelphia Eagles will begin their season abroad, taking on the Green Bay Packers in Brazil at 8:15 p.m. And fans should note that this game will be broadcast exclusively on the streaming service Peacock. CoastTV has no decision in the airing of this game on our station.
How about Sunday Night Football? This one you will be able to see on CoastTV. It's the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. Coverage on CoastTV begins at 7.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
More action on the gridiron under the Friday night lights. And tonight we are packed to the brim with games, so let's break it all down. At 7 p.m. on DSN+, Sussex Central hosts Middletown. The Golden Knights are coming off a 41-20 win over Laurel, but have a big test going against a Cavaliers team that won this matchup by 34 points last year. Also at 7 on DSN+, Caesar Rodney faces off against Lake Forest. The Riders are coming off a shutout victory last week over William Penn. And for Lake Forest, the Spartans also pulled off a win in the opener with an 18-14 triumph over Odessa. For two teams that finished last year below 500, they each have a shot to start 2-0. And Smyrna has a rematch of last season's state playoff game against Salesianum. In that matchup, Sally scored a game-winning touchdown in the final seconds to secure a 41-40 win and eventually win the state title. The Eagles look for their first win today after falling in the opener. We'll have highlights from these games and many more on The Final Score tonight at 11 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night, everyone.
You shouldn't have to choose between the kitchen update you need and the vacation you want.
With Paul Davis, you can have both.
Change the look of your entire kitchen. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition, and it's done in as little as 3 days.
All for half the cost of a tear out.
And that vacation you wanted?
We'll give you that too.
Pay nothing for 12 months and get a luxury vacation for 2. Call Paul Davis for a free same-day estimate or visit the showroom.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Browse over 30 hot tubs, cold therapy tubs, and swim spas from 5 major brands at huge savings. Financing is available and admission is free. That's this weekend at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Visit hottubexpo.com.
Don't miss your big shot at huge winning with Ocean Down's Red Cup Riches. Every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday in September, 5 Club Ocean members will be selected each hour to play supersized Pong to win free play. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
When MAGA extremists took away our rights, Kyle Evans-Gay took action. Kyle fought for her daughters and ours in the state Senate, delivering the strongest abortion protections in Delaware history.
She took on the NRA to ban assault weapons and protect our communities.
Led on securing our vote and our democracy.
I'm Kyle Evans-Gay, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor because a new generation will champion reproductive freedom and fight for our families. Let's do this, Delaware.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again.
Farxiga.
Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Don't miss the Hot Tub and Swim Spa Blowout Expo this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds. Browse over 30 hot tubs and swim spas from 5 major brands and up to 50% off. Financing is available and admission is free. That's this weekend only at the Delaware State Fairgrounds in Harrington. Visit hottubexpo.com.
Celebrate the season with the 4 best days of fall at Sunfest. Experience the ultimate celebration of food, drinks, arts, crafts, and entertainment along the boards from October 24th to the 27th. Embrace fall by enjoying a seaside tractor ride, chilling around a beach bonfire, navigating a corn maze, or participating in a pet and bicycle event. Shop around over 200 arts and crafts vendors. Immerse yourself in music with an incredible lineup of free musical performances. Enjoy the free family fun all day. For more information, visit ococean.com/sunfest.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Coming up tomorrow, the Shore Living Expo. This event celebrates health, wealth, and home on Delmarva, and it takes place Saturday, September 7th at the Wicomico Youth and Civic Center. It is from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
It's a hot ticket. Don't leave that out. That's a good thing. Dry Tech camera in Ocean City. Cloud cover staying a bit on the thick side. We may catch a random sprinkle tonight, but the real rain will hold off until, Saturday. And Saturday is when we're looking for the UV index to drop down to 5. We'll go back up to 8 for us on Sunday and Monday. Call our weather line to keep up with your forecast. Sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Buckstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling 10-day forecast. Soggy on Saturday, sunshine after that.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
And for more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we will see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. And until then, have a great Friday night, everybody.